What's up, y'all? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. As always, if you could, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. And today, I'm outside in nature. It is a beautiful day here in the state of Florida. And we are going to be talking about the NFL picks for this week. As you guys know, we are in the conference championship round, AFC and NFC. Two of these teams are going to have a chance to go to the Super Bowl for bragging rights to claim the NFL champion for the 2025-2026 season. So before we get into that, I got to do I ain't going to say a moment of silence, but a moment of recognition for my 49ers. They got destroyed last week by the Seahawks, a.k.a. the Rat Hawks. And woo, when I tell you it was brutal, it was absolutely brutal to the team. We got dominated on all levels. First of all, Seahawks returned the kickoff return. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, it's about to be a long night. But see, I had a little bit of hope. I was like, yo, we going to come back. We going to make it happen. And we just didn't. You know what I'm saying? We just couldn't. Final score was 41-6. It was bad, y'all. It was bad. I ain't going to hold you. It was absolutely horrendous. But, big ups to the 49ers. We had a great season. Truth be told, we weren't even supposed to be there with the amount of injuries. There shouldn't be no reason why Kyle Shanahan shouldn't get Coach of the Year, in my personal opinion. I mean, and I'm not saying that just because I'm a 49ers fan. I'm saying that because he did the darn thing. You know what I'm saying? With the amount of injuries that we had on our team and what he had to work with. And you got to remember, George Kittle went out the game against the Eagles, tore his Achilles. You know what I'm saying? And there were so many others that we lost. There was a point in time throughout the season. Remember, we didn't even have Brock Purdy. We had Mac Jones. Shout out to Mac Jones. Mac Jones won a number of games for us. And I'm pretty sure if Brock Purdy hadn't returned, he would have won some more games. Both of them awesome ballers. They know what to do. They know how to do it. It's rare that you have a system that works when you have your backup quarterback that is able to get it done just like your regular quarterback and find a way to make it work. I mean, the only other system I can kind of think of is the Baltimore Ravens. Shout out to my Ravens as well. And, we got Lamar Jackson. When Lamar Jackson goes down, we have Snoop, a.k.a. Tyler Huntley, a.k.a. Snoop. And, you know what I'm saying, with him, he's just as able to get stuff done. Ooh, all these bugs, my bad. He's just as able to get stuff done as Lamar Jackson is. I mean, I'm not saying he's as good as Lamar Jackson, but he can still make it happen. The same thing for Mac Jones to Brock Purdy. But nonetheless, I think the biggest thing that we got to focus on this offseason with the 49ers is just figuring out the offensive line moving forward first and foremost. A lot of our players are getting older. You know what I'm saying? They're in their 30s. I believe Brandon Ayuk, I believe he is gone officially, if I'm not mistaken. So we got some stuff we need to figure out in the offseason. Defense, Coach Salah, he left. He's officially the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Congratulations to him. I'm kind of mad that he left. I was hoping that he would either stay there or become the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, which we're going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens in just a second. But, nonetheless, wishing them all the best. Pretty sure he's going to do a great job with the Tennessee Titans and turning that organization around. And hopefully they will officially become a contender, moving forward. They've had some down seasons these past couple of years, but hopefully he can turn things around for their team. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Baltimore Ravens are concerned, you guys have probably, I'm not going to be too long on this, but you guys have probably heard the news. We officially have a new coach, Jesse Minter. Congratulations to Jesse Minter. Welcome, coach. Greatly appreciate the fact that you were on board. I'm going to be real with you. I didn't know who Jesse Minter was until I did some research and I was watching some clips on YouTube. So I was watching Ingrained Raven. Shout out to him, by the way. He's one of my favorite Baltimore Ravens YouTubers. But he was talking about him for a little bit and so on and so forth. And apparently Jesse Minter was a part of the Ravens staff. I think back 2019, it was 2019 or 2020. He was on the Harbaugh. And then he joined Michigan, I think Michigan State, if I'm not mistaken, with Jim Harbaugh, his brother. And then he was the defensive coordinator for the Chargers. So now he's back. He has a defensive mindset, which I think will work wonders because we really got to get back to that defensive mindset as the Baltimore Ravens. You know, for years, we were known as a heavy defensive unit, and we kind of went away from that. How you doing, sir? Doing pretty good. We kind of went away from that, unfortunately. So we got to get back to that because, you know, granted, we've had a great offense for the past couple of years. Shout out to Lamar and company, you know what I'm saying? And it's great because the Ravens were never really known for a super duper duper offensive threat. We had offensive weapons, but we weren't considered an offensive threat until recent years. But the problem was, once we were considered an offensive threat, our defense started lacking. Pass rush started really, really lacking over the past 2 years, especially this year. This year, our pass rush was horrendous. Oh, my goodness. So, nonetheless, hopefully with the offense that we have now and the defense that can be built up, because can you just imagine if we could get back to some form of a shell of what the Ravens used to be defensively with the offense we have now, even on their bad days, because our offense doesn't always perform well. They have its moments, right? You know how dangerous we would be? There's no doubt we could win a Super Bowl with that. But, you know, time will tell. We'll figure out what we're going to be working with. I don't know the status of who's going to be the offensive coordinator. I'm not even sure. I got to do some research. I'm not sure if Zach Orr is still in office. Y'all comment below and let me know. I'm catching up with a lot of stuff. I'm going to be honest. I've been lagging behind. I haven't even posted as many videos for Teachable Tuesdays in general this week. And just a reminder for those of you who are seeing this video, this is a motivational channel. I am not an expert NFL analysis. I just do this for fun. It's something new I want to try. I'm always trying something new on the channel just to experiment and see. If you guys like this, I'll do more videos like this in the future. I love talking about different things, especially sports. But my forte, just to give you guys a heads up, is motivational stuff. It's not football. It's not basketball. I just talk about the playoffs because that's, to me, the most exciting times in sports for me, regardless if my team is playing or not. Unfortunately, both of my teams are not playing right now. But, you know, still got to love them, right? So, anyways, let's talk about the picks for this week. So, the picks for this week. We have an AFC, Patriots and Broncos. And in the NFC, we have who? We have the Rams and the Seahawks, a.k.a. the Rat Hawks. Yes, I'm going to keep calling y'all Rat Hawks because, again, I'm a Niners fan. You already know what time it is. So here's my prediction. Let's start with the Patriots and the Broncos. Broncos got some unfortunate news. Bo Nix on the last play of the game. I didn't even notice it when I was watching the game. And, of course, it didn't really come out until Coach gave a report. Coach Sean Payton gave a report and said that on the last play, the second to last play of the game, he had injured his ankle. Not just injured, tore his ankle. He going to be out for the rest of the season. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. Because now you got a quarterback. I forgot about his name. But apparently, he is... He doesn't have many starts. So we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens. And then we got the Patriots balling out, of course. So my opinion, Patriots win 27-17. I'm not saying they're going to just flat out run away with it. I think that Broncos defense is still going to stand its own. Offensively, we don't know what this quarterback going to do. I mean, I think he's had 4 starts. And there's only won one of his 4 starts, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if I got the math incorrect. But, yeah, we kind of just got to wait and see what happens. Right now, I'm not sure if I trust the Broncos' offense or if I can fully trust their backup quarterback. If Bo Nix is playing, I think I would have brought the score a little bit closer. I still would have had the Patriots winning, but not by much. But, yeah, 27-17, that's what I'm going to go with as far as the AFC game is concerned. NFC, Rams versus Seahawks. The number 1 scoring offense versus the number 1 scoring defense. This is going to be a very, very, very interesting game. Number 1 defense in general, right? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to put my bias part up first, and I'm going to put my bias aside. Bias-wise, I don't want neither one of them to win. I don't want neither one of them to win. But, of course, I got to be fair at this moment. So if I had to go with all fairness, I'm going to have to give it to the Seahawks. I think it's going to be a very close game. If I'm not mistaken, I predicted the score. I believe I put 27-21, Seahawks winning. I think it's going to be a close game to the end. I think the Seahawks defense will prevail. That defense, I have to give credit where credit is due. I clown the Seahawks a lot, call them Rat Hawks, but the Rat Hawks, they have a stellar defense. I got to give credit where credit is due. That defense is one of the better defenses that I've seen in recent years. It almost is literally a replica of the defense they used to have back in the day when people used to fear playing the Seahawks, a.k.a. Legion of Boom, because they already knew what time it was. They knew offensively they was going to make it work, and defensively you wasn't getting nothing past them. I ain't saying they there like that yet, but hey, close. And if you remember the eras, 2013, 2014, 2015, even 2016, those are some very defensive games when Russell Wilson was at the start of quarterback. Shout out to Russell Wilson, by the way. But yeah, I think the defense does just enough to overpower Sam Darnold. I think he's going to have a good game. I don't think he's going to have to do anything special. He just needs to make sure he doesn't have any turnovers. Matthew Stafford, I know this would be his swan song if he is able to win and go to the Super Bowl. I'm going to be honest. Me personally, the only reason I want the Rams to win is because of my dog Gabriel. Shout out to my dog Gabriel, by the way. He's a Rams fan. That's the only reason I wouldn't mind the Rams going to the Super Bowl. But if they could both knock each other out, I'm perfectly fine with that. But, yep, that's my predictions for the day. So I got the Seahawks winning, and I also have the Patriots winning. Now, last week, I went 1-4 in picks. It was a horrible week. The only one that I got right was the Rams and the Chicago Bears. And that game was actually a little bit closer than I predicted. So we'll see. Hopefully I can go 2 for 2. Your boy been doing a lot of extra exercises because of that. So basically I have this thing where if my prediction is wrong in terms of if the team wins or loses, I have to do a certain amount of push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, and squats. I had to do 150 push-ups this week. I knocked them out this morning. I got some more stuff I need to knock out. These burpees are going to be hell on earth, y'all. But I'm going to get through them. So y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all predictions are. Hopefully it's a good week. Hopefully there are some good games, and so on and so forth. And, yeah, we'll figure it out and see how things go from there. All right. Marcus Rage from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Peace.